Alright everybody, I'm just kind of doing an impromptu thing today. As you can see, I'm just in my kitchen. This isn't really, I guess, the salt cave. It's kind of the salt, kitchen, I guess. I don't know. Just wanted to kind of get, like, a video out there about the Bannings and, like, the errata, obviously. And kind of maybe, talk about it a little bit, I guess, get everybody's get my thoughts out there on the changes and what maybe becomes more viable, stuff like that. First off, Curse Blood. I'm pretty sure there's no question on why this got banned. It was really a card meant for another format. It's too strong. It just the selective destruction of it is really good, and if you don't destroy their thing, you're building more. And in a game where building is everything, you can't just have a card that outright lets you outpace your opponent for free on just a commit. Um, I mean, it really hurts Death and Good. It hurts Order, but Order's kind of bad right now anyway. So hopefully Order just finds something else to replace it. There's another Death card that's very similar to it. I believe it's called Surrounded by Fools. I could be wrong. It's a new promo. But basically, it's a better costed version of Cursed Blood. You destroy it to pick or to destroy the card they put into their card pool, and then you add one of their foundations from the discard pile to their staging area, I believe, or something very similar to that. Don't quote me on that one. I could be very wrong. I just know it gets a suitable replacement, and no one should be sad, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. Next, no one to talk. I'm going to level with you guys. There's no way of playing around this card. You all pretend you can play, or some people pretend they can play around it, but this card is too good. This card's been too good in a game that's supposed to be about fighting. I play an attack, you have two no one to talks out, you block my attack, you respond with two no one to talks, I can't attack you anymore. That's how it goes. It's too good. Again, it was meant for a format where control was the thing, where attacking wasn't, or where blocking was like, they were trying to encourage blocking because blocking wasn't really a thing. And it's just kind of too overpowered. I don't think it hurts good that much losing it, but it was a good piece and good. So far, both cards have had good. Good loses some of its viability, but I still think it's a top 5 symbol just because of how far ahead it was of everything. I would still put it 4 or 5. I wouldn't put it 1, 2, or 3. I think it'd probably still go life. No, maybe it's all death, life, fire, good. That sounds right to me. I have no idea, honestly. Chaos is in the mix somewhere now too. But like, getting punished for attacking is stupid. This hurts good or hurts Water Vespera. Water Vespera has one less option. Because she can't just be like, alright, I'm going to block, pick up this attack, and I'm going to just end your turn with these no one to talks, and then I have an attack for next turn. It's just something that, like, needed to go. I've been saying that for a while, but whatever. Some people claim they can play around it, which is very hard to do without selective committal. And even with selective committal, it's very hard to do. You need to have, like, silence and hope to God that they want to have 2 copies out when you have silence. And then hope to God that they don't play 2 more copies. Next, searching for family. Kicks are going to keep coming out, people. You might not see the problem with this card being like right now, but kicks are going to keep coming out over and over and over. Every set's going to have kicks in it. And if those kicks share symbols with this card is free draw. The freest of draw, honestly. Like, I know people were like, oh, it's only good in Jangwa. Oh, it's only good in Christie. Well, nothing's good in Christie, first of all. It's good in Mike Lowe, and if more kicks keep coming out, Mike Lowe just gets better and better with this card. So it needed to go. The draw was completely undercosted because it was free. And I don't understand how some people can like defend this card and also say that Financial Troubles should have been banned. It doesn't make sense when this card's freer than Financial Troubles. Um, Moving on. Torn Hero. Torn Hero is just kind of way too strong of anti-stun. It made stun almost unplayable to an extent. Like, if you didn't have direct answers, it made it unplayable. Some people are like, well, you could stun through them. That's stupid. You're dumb if you think that. I'm sorry. That's not a good strategy ever. Just running headfirst into things isn't good. You're not weighing your odds. You're not. I guess if you can win. I mean, I guess. But that is a lot of unknowns because you don't know what's in their hand. And I'm sorry, but you can't run into Torn Hero like that, especially if they have multiple copies out. So, cards like Wheel Kick are playable again. Z-Maze Wheel Kick, that is. Paul Phoenix is good again. Pommel Smash. You know, just committal cards like that are really good now because Torn Hero can't just straight up stop them. So, I think it was a good call. There's a lot of stun and stopping. There's 3 actions: Revoke, Unexpected Consequences, The Devil Within. There's a lot of foundations. There's Journey of Repentance, which is pretty meh. Celestial Being, Undisputed Ruler. There's one I'm not thinking of. Perfect Sense of Balance. So it's still stuff that can stop it. And along with that, the cards that are going to be, or symbols that are going to be stunning you are really reliant on draw abilities. Like Chaos, Fire, and All are going to be the symbols stunning you. And if they can't draw their card, they're going to lose. So if you just play Martial Arts Champions, Weight of Memory, cards that stop draw, you're going to be in a really good shape because what do if they can't draw their cards? They're just relying on that 6-card hand to really get the job done. And in some cases, 7. Overall, it makes aggro more viable, though, which is kind of cool. A lot of these bans are bans to make control less, or good wall control, water wall control, life control, a lot less powerful, which is good. It lets people actually play the game they wanted to play with aggro cards, and I'm fine with it. I don't play aggro, but I'm fine with it. I'll let people play aggro all day. And then the one errata, Financial Troubles. It's unique now. That's fine. I didn't want it to go. I don't care if it's unique, though. Unique's fine. I'm not a big fan of erratas. I would rather just see cards full out banned because there's a complicated game we're playing already, and we already have like 1,000 erratas. But unique's cool. It still works in a lot of characters. People I still think will play 3 of them. Depending on how much they want to get them out. Like, I can see myself playing 2 of them in Unsung, and that'd be cool with me. In general, it lets me get rid of cards that don't have blocks now because I don't have to think about, hey, if I get a couple copies of this out, I'm really in a good position. I can just say, oh, cool, it's unique. I can play 2 copies of this, and I can play more cards with blocks. That's what we got changed in Standard. I'll talk a little bit about the cards that people think should have been changed. Vespera, she's really good. Like, way too good, but I understand from a business point, you don't really want to change your starter deck characters because you want your starter decks to sell. So I'm not mad at Jason about that. I really understand. And you also don't want to change like your top selling card from the set and Paralyzing Touch because that means you're still selling product for people to buy those. People want those Paralyzing Touches, so you have to kind of keep them around. I think that in the next couple sets we'll probably see some answers. And then like this will just be a moot point. We'll just be like, well, Vespera was good for a second, but like she got tamed down. And I think that'll be good for the game. I definitely think it'll be good for the game. Paralyzing Touch I already talked about. I don't really like Ostenheinberg Castle Throne Room. I don't think Good needs it. I understand Good got a lot of cards banned. If we ban this, Good just becomes unplayable kind of argument. But like, Good still has Together Again. Good still has Glanzanova. Good still has ways of pushing through attacks. And it has Amy. I just think that Ostenheinberg makes attacks unblockable. and there is asset destruction, but it's not like it's the be all end all. There's not infinite asset destruction. A lot of asset destruction isn't very good. Um, that new one's pretty good. I don't remember what it's called. I'm really bad at the names of the new promos. I'm gonna be honest with you. It adds 2 cards back into your deck, and you destroy it to destroy one of their assets, something like that. That card's good. Like I said, I don't know its name. I know its symbols. It's got all chaos earth. Yeah. Then there's defeated rifle, which is meh at best. Yimmerfangs. The best one is obviously spinning Necro Driver, but that's about it. Yeah. What else? I don't know. I don't really think I need to. I don't think I can think of any more cards I'd like to see go. No, that's actually it. I think the rest of the format's pretty balanced out power level wise. Those cards were a little bit too much, and the problem's dealt with. Like now, you guys have to actually try and. Now you don't have now you don't have 12 auto includes in your good deck. You don't have 8 auto includes in your life decks. You just gotta kind of play around with your spammies now, and I like that. You get options, which is cool. I think we'll see a lot more Heroes training because it doesn't replace one of them, but it feels a nice void at a 0/5 with a life gain ability and a really cool interaction with itself. If you check it, you get the +3 to attack. I think that's cool. Next, let's move on to I think a few characters I think will be better. Believe it or not, I think Reese will be better. I don't know about great, but I think he'll be able to like actually win games now because No One to Talk he just lost to it. His attacks became way too difficult after one No One to Talk. You'd have to pass those like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and that's too much. Reese is good when he's passing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And you have like a solid foundation base built. So I think a air Reese deck would be pretty cool because you get communing, so you don't have to worry about your checks so much. You have a pretty good lineup of punches. They're not like the best, but they're there. His punches are all really good. Mitsurugi will probably get some play again. No One to Talk kind of hurt him a lot too. Cursed Blood hurt him because Cursed Blood made it so he couldn't build. I think Fire probably in general will get better. Lifter Cassie is going to be a real deck again. I know it was still a real deck when Torn Hero was around, but like Good and Life weren't good symbols then, and now they are. So it'll at least be able to compete again, is what I'm saying. Chaos Jin could be good. I know Stun Jin's cool. That used to be a deck, kinda. Pretty much stun anything. Aggro, let's just say aggro, generic attacks could be good now too. No One to Talk clears up a lot of the meta. Like when you're allowed to attack, you're in a good position. So yeah, I think the meta's good now. I think we'll see some cool decks now at Nats. I'm not going to go into the legacy bannings because I don't think a lot of you care, and honestly, I don't think I care very much either. Nakaruru is banned, which means I can play Ken 2-dot and not lose automatically to Nakaruru. I guess it's cool. It's cool for me. I'm going to have fun. Anyways, that's kind of it. Like I said, this is just a really impromptu thing. I didn't really think it a lot through. It was kind of on the fly. I was like, well, we got a new ban list. Let's give the people a little bit of insight of how I feel about it. So yeah. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, just ask me. I'll feel free to answer them. I'll feel free to respond. I'd like to see your comments and thoughts on the bans, but I'm kind of getting those through the thread. as always, you can hit subscribe. I'll be throwing out videos all the time, especially leading up to Nats. Get you guys ready, really, really ready. But yeah, that's about it. See you guys later, and catch you all on Nats.